Now, before anything starts up, now listen up. If you can hear this song in the background, um, it was actually composed and written and mixed in whatever process he uses by another YouTuber by the name of Clang. And if you like normal boots, you should definitely check out Clang. His announcement for Asagao Academy was hilarious. Because I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below to that video specifically and his channel in the description below. So go check out Clang. He is definitely a smaller channel, and he could probably use the support, and he'd probably appreciate more viewers as well. So he's bigger than me. Most people are bigger than me, so just but if you like that style, go check him out. He's awesome. And welcome back to another installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. Last time we had hashed together a craft project of the Union Jack and gave it to Shane because he's feeling homesick, and now he's acting a little bit awkward. So we'll see what's up. At the opposite end of the hall I spotted Shane, his attention still turned to the classroom he was leaving. This was my chance. I quickly made my way towards him, trying to make it seem like I had some all-important ulterior motive.
Hey!
Shane! Teach me how to shoot! I unconsciously lifted my hand to greet him, only noticing because he responded with the same motion. Hey, did you know? Drop the controller, I'm done. Episode's over, that's good. I like that. It's funny. I closed my eyes and prepared my Cockneyest accent. Here it comes! This was actually after I had recorded the episode with Cat Icarus. I was like, dude, I'm just going to start doing a Cockney, like how he does with current quickies. Kyar! Okay, let me get in the mood. Hello, my duckies! Okay, it's really bad, but let's do this. In the Ultra System 2 game Kabuto Driver, although you can play most of the game as Takeda Honda. Yeah, I can't. Anytime I try to do anything, it turns southern. I've done this before. I'm gonna go on YouTube real fast. Oh wait, no, there's one easy way to remember this. Hello there, governor. Or... No, I'm sure there's a governor somewhere. There's a governor of Oregon. Chimney sweep. Hello there, governor. Would you like a good old chimney? Would you like me to clean out your old chimney pots? Chimney. I mean absolutely no offense to my English audience, because the UK supplies a huge chunk of my views. I'm not even really sure why. But I'm cool with it, because I love England. And no, I'm not going to be like, I love England, I love because of Doctor Who. I've loved England a heck of a lot longer than that. Not that into Downtown Abbey. But let's think of a show that I used to watch. Last of the Summer Wine. Doctor Who is really good. I'm not going to discredit that. I like the older Doctor Who. Oh, Keeping Up Appearances? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Technically Pro. I love Pro. Pro is my favorite detective show of all time. Miss Marple. Yeah, Miss Marple is good too, but... No. Pro was... The series... Pro's actually stopped back in 2013. They did a series finale. Yeah. And I need to watch, I haven't gotten to that point because I realized that the show was still going on, and they had a series finale, and it was the saddest title, and I was like, oh, I can't watch that now. I gotta catch up on everything. So now I'm stuck in this point where I gotta watch like 70 episodes of Perot in a row before I reach that point, because spoilers. I think Perot dies. I said spoilers. You can't hate me for that. Spoilers. Yeah, no, I was like, oh, no. I was like, no. And I was like, I think I'm okay with Sherlock Holmes dying, but not Perot. He's died before. And come back from the grave. Oh snap, he survived, magically. Even though he should have died. It's Sherlock Holmes. You know. Anyways. Hello there, Governor. Please, sir, I want some more. More? You want more? Alright, I think I'm in my Cockney mood now. In the Ultra System 2 game Kabuto driver, although you can play most of the game as a Takeda Honda. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You need to assume your driver persona in order to deliver finishing blows to particular boss enemies. This is being the attribute brought over by the source material's extensive history of dynamic climaxes. When I opened my eyes, there was a less than entertained expression on Shane's face. But for some reason, the edges of his lips started to visibly tremble. Try again, or that's probably enough. Oh man. I don't want to offend him, so as with all heavy decisions, I gotta roll the dice. Odds is try again, evens is that's probably enough. Odds is try again, let's try it again. I tried to work with what he gave me and repeated myself. Shane puffed out a weak laugh. Yay! We made him laugh. We're off the hook. It's probably the hair. What? My hair? What did he mean? Did he miss something? Oh, did I miss something? But then he walked away, and I was left wondering what he meant, feeling like a fool. Later that day at lunch, Shane had lamented how awful the school fish and chips were. As I listened, I had tucked the idea away with glee. I would make them for him. Aww. That's racist. I'd never fried anything before in my life, but it couldn't be that hard. I was a fishmonger for a very short period of time. It isn't that hard, but I can see how it can be real easy to mess it up. Luckily, the dorm kitchens were stocked pretty nicely. There was a thick fillet of cod in the back of the fridge, and I pulled it out and cut it up. Yes. I remembered from frying chicken with my dad that batter was flour and water mainly. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. To make a good beer batter, you just take you take cheap beer and mix it with flour. A cheap beer with a stronger flavor. If I make a beer batter, I like to choose Pabst Blue Ribbon because it is an award winner. No, don't drink it. It's good for a beer batter because you don't want like a high quality beer because then the flavor's too strong. Yeah. You don't want something that's super strong or like nutty or whatever. You know, it's like cheap beer works fine. Yeah, no, believe it. It's true. It's a fact. Sensei knows best. I remembered from frying chicken and water mainly, as I soaked the fish strips in eggs. I slipped out a cookbook to make sure my knowledge was correct. This fish had to be correct, perfect, and only had enough fish for one try. I followed the recipe, mixing together the spices and the flour. When the oil was properly heated, and I took a slotted spoon to set out the fry. It was difficult, and I was terrified a drop of oil was going to jump out and hit my face. But finally, they were done. I clapped my hands together and flour exploded into the air, dusting my face and hair. Dot. But as I looked down at my fried creation, I smiled. They looked absolutely perfect. I had done everything right for once. Maybe this would make up for my pitiful attempts of cheering Shane up. I wiped my hands on an apron and hung it back up before slipping on my uniform jacket. Lunch period was nearly over since I had elected to spend it making this fish. I plated it up rather messily and shielded it with plastic wrap. If I ran, Shane would still have enough time to try it. To avoid being smited by the tumble gods, I made sure my shoes were tied and there was nothing to trip on. I made my way to the cafeteria. The dishes would have to be done later.
Hey!
Oh, here she is. I told you she didn't forget about us. I slid into the seat next to May and pushed the plate to Shane, trying not to make eye contact with anyone. It's fish and chips. Well, without the chips. It's fish. Da-da-da-da-da? Why? You complained about the school food, right? I know you're kind of missing home and I understand. My parents used to make this for me and it always cheered me up, so... I unwrapped the plastic wrap from the plate and released the steam. Burning his face. I caught a quick smile from Shane. I was happy to get a glimpse of his elusive Shane smile. Patent pending.
Oh wow!
Wow, Hannah, they smell really good. The blush hiding behind my fear floated to the surface. Of course. I made enough for everyone to have some. Shane's gotta eat it first though, right? Under the watch of Normal Boots Club, May, and myself, Shane picked up a piece of my creation. Thanks. He took a huge bite, careful at first, then chewed, his face shifting into something more akin to absolute disgust. To surprise. Wow, this is really good. What? He stopped suddenly, then dropped the fish and began searching desperately for something. Uh-oh. When it was not... Oh, he probably wants to draw it again. That'd be funny if he did. When it was not found, he got up and ran out of the cafeteria, coughing on the way. Oh, maybe he's allergic to fish. I like this music. I just realized there's like a guy going... Boom, 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 When it was not found, he got up and ran out of the cafeteria, holding his stomach and about to... But the fish had to have been perfect. I followed the recipe so closely, no one else said a word. And they never touched the fish. I ripped off a small piece of fish and chewed it slowly. Oh, immediately I knew what was wrong. Mouth ablaze. I fished around in my backpack for the water bottle and downed the whole thing in 4 seconds. It's a little spicy! My voice was but a croak. I was too busy trying to hide the uncontrollable tears brimming my eyes. Me and Satch took a crumb and ate it. A moment later, they were really feeling it. Dang, I can feel my spicy food better than your average person, but this is something else. He shook his head violently and May's face puckered. This could be magical girl component. This could be a magical girl component. Hannah, wow. Just how much cayenne did you add?
Well...
2 cups? Say that again?
Cayenne pepper is an aphrodisiac and is supplemental, especially for men, to increase their sperm count.
The more you know. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. Maybe that's why I have so many kids, because I love cayenne pepper. They all looked as if I had killed someone right in front of them. 2 cups! I thought it was a lot too. That's what the recipe said. That can't be right. 2 teaspoons maybe. I don't know. I thought everything was right. Well, obviously it's not. I looked down in defeat, and here I thought everything was perfect. Now that Jared mentioned it, they did look a little red to be fried fish. Do you think Shane's okay? He ate a lot. A little spice never killed anyone, Hannah. He's fine. I did imagine he's just getting some water from the bathroom. Gerard is right. Plus, even if it didn't turn out to be as expected, He should still be thankful you took so much time to cook for him. Why don't you ever cook me things, huh? May pushed me playfully. You did a nice thing. If he doesn't appreciate it, then you shouldn't appreciate him. Thanks, guys. Oh. Want me to go talk to him? I shook my head. It's fine. Class is about to start anyways. He'll probably be there and I can apologize profusely. I don't assume anyone wants these. I lifted up the plate and offered it around. Dude, I would eat that. Ooh, me! I wasn't expecting a serious answer and was already getting up to throw them away. What? Why would you possibly want these? You know, variety is like a pinch of cumin in the simmering pot of life. I wasn't buying it. My culinary failures can only be used for good, not evil. I dumped the fish into the trash.
What the hell?
That was pretty good. The thump of them hitting the bottom of the bin went nicely with May's anguished wails. But, you know my recipe now. I'm not condoning food terrorism, but I can't exactly stop you. May sprang up and hugged me.
Yeah!
I knew you'd see things my way. Soon, everyone else began cleaning up and putting away their trays. Shane still hadn't come back. I guess I wouldn't see him until later. Cheer up, Hannah. He's Gerard paused and squinted at something across the cafeteria.
Exactly!
Yeah, see? Isn't that him over there? It was hard to see Shane and his angry figure coming straight towards me. Oh.
Really?
You couldn't win my acceptance, so you tried to kill me?
No!
No. It wasn't like that. No matter what you try and do, I'm not going to change my mind. Still fuming, he walked over to John and put an arm on his shoulder, the other one clutching his stomach. Tell Miss Shizuka I won't be able to make it. He looked over his shoulder at me. Someone made me nauseous.
What?
Whoa, missing class? You okay, dude? Besides, the fact that I went to expunging child organs from my body, yes. He walked off. Aw, crap. You might get the bad ending. What was Shane talking about? You guys have some beef?
What?
What? No, I think he's just delirious. Birdie Bear's just like whispering under her breath. Liar! I looked down at the ground, suddenly very interested in my shoelaces. My food was terrible after all. Oh. Hey, don't get so down. We'll try again together next time, okay? She clapped me on the back. By now I was more than used to the May Heimlich. Thanks. Let's get to class. Maybe it'll help me forget. Is that my phone? Your tablet keeps sounding like my phone. It goes ding 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 and I'm like, no, nobody. I'm hearing phantom text messages. Shane was gone for 2 days. John had to bring him his homework and he didn't even come to meals. He was so sick. I was consumed with guilt every second. It was all my fault. Everything. What else could it be? The perfect murder. Has there been a murder? I slouched into my seat, absent-mindedly, doodling the sad stick man onto my homework. Then May hit me. Out of nowhere. Ow! What was that for? I had told her. Asked. She was looking at something. Shane was walking through the door, avoiding my eye contact. Nah! Can't read. Can't do the voice. I was trying to get all, like, film noir, I don't know. Because we were talking about murder, and the first thing that came to mind was cliche 50s detective drama. She was looking at something. Shane was walking through the door, avoiding eye contact with everyone. He promptly slid into his desk, started talking quietly with Pubaga. I told you he didn't die. May did the thing where she tried to whisper, but ended up not doing it at all. It sounded like an especially breathy statement. Pubaga looked over at us. My eyes never went to my desk faster. Oh, well, at least he's not snarling at us. Looking at me like a piece of meat. Well, I know I didn't kill him. My retort was a little rougher than I meant, and May's smile faded. Sorry, I've been stressed. I wonder why he was gone so long. It was just Pepper. Does he shrivel up when he touches Pepper, like a slug? May stuck out her tongue and curled her arms in front of her like a blend of... a blend between a T-Rex and a 2,000-year-old mummy. I couldn't help but laugh. With slugs, it's salt, not pepper. Okay, fine. He was like a snail, not a slug. Happy? She curled up again. I didn't even try to correct her this time. I had to apologize to Shane as soon as possible. Today was the only day, and would probably be the only day where I would ever want to work in a group, just so I could run over there and get it over with. But the class ended up being silent lecture, as boring as ever. Hannah Mizuno. I snapped out of my stupor. The class went completely silent. Yes? You're needed in the front office. I froze. No one ever gets called into the front office in the middle of class. Had my spicy criminal ways finally been revealed? I don't understand why they couldn't just wait until after class. You're free to go. She sighed heavily and shrugged. Oh, I sighed heavily. Is anyone even running this school anymore? Hannah, gather your things. There are 5 minutes left to class, so just go to lunch after you finish a little trip down the hall. I quickly packed up. As I remembered I was doing that voice. As I passed her desk, Miss Suzuka licked her thumb and picked at a sheet of paper off her desk. Homework. See you tomorrow. The second I took the paper from her, she continued her lecture from where she left off. I went to the office, ready to admit my wrongdoing to the headmaster or whoever would be there to scold me. We found ourselves in a pickle. And with that, you're gonna have to see what happens next time on Pong Plays Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club. Don't forget to like and subscribe.